Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz,
I'm Chris.
I'm Scott.
and we're keeping you in the loop with the guitar community for at least one more episode before we get mad. Here's the intro music. This episode is brought to you by Stranger. Check out stranger.com. Where's some strings? We got cool, fun stuff. Has anyone got any new strings lately?
I just put new strings on a guitar.
Yeah, I've got to put my acoustic strings on.
Do you know they sell them on? Actually, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say, they're on
You know
Amazon
that you
now.
can go to our. Oh yeah, but you could also go to our link.
Yep, because they don't do Prime shipping. So.
Oh yeah, so what's the point? Go through our link, make us look good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, there you go.
I've always got my strings within like 2 days. Nashville to Chicago is a pretty quick ship.
Yeah, no, they're legit on it. They're
Yeah,
ready
even
to
when I
rock
was
and
in
roll.
Denver, it was still pretty quick. I think the biggest slowdown was the post office there.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Hey man, have you seen my truck? You're in it, Bill. Far out. All right. Also, speaking of far out, thanks to all of our Patreon supporters who also have brought to you this episode because they make it worth doing it a lot of times, especially in the chat group. Well, I mean, almost, like all the time, yeah. But
We're just being honest that sometimes someone
You guys
who shall not be
sometimes make
named.
it worth it.
sometimes Tom sends voice messages, and that's when we know he's passionate about something, so we don't listen to him.
Whenever it hits that point, that's usually like that. I'm not willing to 100% commit to this conversation. So
Now we'll find out when and if he listens early this week.
he's,
No,
he's an early listener.
He sure is. No, my favorite's whenever it's like I'm not looking at my phone and I have 47 like notifications from the group chat, and the last one is Tom with a voice message. And the first thing I do, I listen to the voice message because I just want to see where we ended up. I don't care how we got there right now. I want to see where we ended up. That Tom was passionate enough to send a voice message. Oh my gosh! All right. Well, it's been 2 weeks since there's been an episode.
Yeah, because we took off for the holidays.
Yeah, we took 2 weeks
and
off.
And the week before that, I fell out. That was crazy. But yeah, let's see. So some of us should have some more time.
3 weeks. Yeah, for you.
It's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks for me.
Do you ever get your
for the
tooth
most-
fixed?
No, it stopped hurting though.
I'm sure it's fine.
Dental insurance is
Yeah,
expensive.
teeth usually just get better, so that should be fine.
No, I didn't. I mean, I'm not like, it's not like I'm throwing Miracle Grow in there and like hoping for the best. I just have not gotten it fixed yet because in a couple days we're gonna be in Nashville, hanging out.
What
with...
a perfect time to be on pain meds.
Oh my gosh, I'm not having a root canal right before I go to Nashville. That'd be horrible.
Yeah, get some hot
Why?
chicken in there.
What?
Root canals stop hurting like immediately. They're actually pretty awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you can't feel your face for like 4 hours, but after that, when I had a root canal and the next day I felt great.
That was the pain meds. No,
I got no pain meds whatsoever.
I was crushing up Tylenol and putting it in your pudding.
Why were you coming to Chicago to drug me?
See, he doesn't even remember you coming.
Yeah, I'm not good. Why not? I feel like that's a valid argument. Okay,
Diaz, did you do things?
not to your knowledge.
It's like, we'll just say no
Yeah, I stand by
while
my
we're
statement.
recording.
All right, yeah, on the record, not to your knowledge. All right, so Scott, what's new with you in your life?
Well, I'm a little concerned that I need to go see a doctor.
Medical health professional.
Yeah. No, in my gear world, Nothing
haven't
new
seen you
gear
post
world.
anything.
Yeah, I've really not been buying gear. I bought some stuff and I made a new cable for my wireless pack. That's about it.
Okay, cool.
Put a silent jack on it so I could just unplug.
Oh, I love that. That's such a great technology.
Yeah, it's worth the extra $5
For
versus
sure.
like a normal Neutrik end. It's just worth it. And like
Well-
everyone's like, oh, they break. And I'm like, yeah, but I know how to build cables. So like when it breaks, I just put a new one on.
Well, that's like on the Waza Air. It has like where you plug it in, pull it out, no pop, nothing like that. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know why that wouldn't become a standard anymore. Like, are there people who are gonna be like, no, I want that tone when I pull my cable out to go pop. And
I think a
be
lot of
annoying.
people
I'm
are
sure
just
there's
like,
that somebody somewhere.
I mean, it is kind of unnecessary for the most part because normally I hit mute before I pull it out on my board. Like I'll hit the
As we
tuner
all do.
or I'll hit whatever I'm doing. But like at home, I love it because sometimes I'll just like leave my Kemper on or something like that, and there's no hum, there's nothing. It's just there whenever I want to plug in. And
That's true.
That's pretty good. What is new in my gear world though is I finally played somewhere and like first time in months. So that was a good time.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
was playing somewhere?
I thought you said that. I mean, that was the first time in close to the beginning of COVID, wasn't it?
I mean, I think it's the first time I've played in front of actually like people since COVID.
Right. Well, I know you were playing at your old church
Yeah.
back.
But that was
That
like
was-
live streams only for a while there.
Yeah, and that was still last year. That wasn't 2021 at all,
Yeah,
was
I
it?
mean, I left that. The last thing I played on at that church was the Christmas concert, which was recorded like in October or November
Okay.
because they just pre-recorded all those things. And yeah, I think that was the last time I played there or was really involved in anything because it was just kind of on my exit path. And it was time
Do you
to
think
leave.
there was ever a pastor during COVID who just recorded all of his sermons in like 2 days and just kept changing outfits just to like get it done?
So the old
You're
church
like,
I used to
"Funny
go
story."
to was recording on Wednesdays and
Right.
and still like trying to live stream them on Sundays, and they got called out on it from one week where their mix was bad, and they just posted it, and all you could hear was like the auto-tuned vocals. So
Oh,
yeah, and it was pretty stiff auto-tuning too. So it was like
Ah.
it just looked bad. It was a real
sound
bad
like
look.
they're doing like the Cher's "Life After Love" song.
Yeah, a little bit. And I mean, it was at the same time, this was like a month. It was the weekend of all the protests. So that was like end of May, I think. So they'd already been going for a few weeks with this whole like pre-recorded thing. And I just remember I was getting text messages constantly from people who were like, they're like, why have I been called to play or sing or anything? It was like the same 3 people every week. So there was kind of did they just bang out like 4 or 5 of them in a week? And
Right.
just have them in the can. And then they switched to live, and the quality sank, which no surprise. I mean, it's live versus pre-recorded and edited.
Right.
Anyway, without dwelling there too much longer, no, it's fun. I played at Soul City Church here in Chicago, subbing in. They needed somebody. I'm not like in the band or anything, or tried out, but it was a real good time. Like that was one of the best bands I think I've ever played in.
Oh wow.
They run a really good program there. Talented people. There's like 5 dedicated sound people. Like it was amazing being at an operation like that where it's just like, man, they feel like everyone's trained in working instead of like just we just slapped this together feel that I'm just so used to. So it's pretty cool. As
Awesome.
a result, like I was able to play really well, so I'm really happy. So
Sweet. Chris, what's new with you, bud?
Absolutely nothing. Like I don't think I've bought anything new either. So pretty boring over here.
you're just waiting to move into that house.
Yeah, as once I get moved in there, I'll probably find a whole bunch of like gear that I haven't like known I've had for the last year and a half, 2 years. So might redo my pedal board again, and I'll actually have a permanent setup again. I won't feel like I'm having to keep everything packed up. So
That's cool.
yeah.
I'm trying to think if I got anything new.
Well, you were
you
complaining
got
about
your
packages, so
gig.
I assumed that meant you bought something.
I'm trying to think of the last things I got. Did I talk about the dig on here?
I don't remember.
I think that was the one that you put like an offer in and they accepted, right? And you were like, oh no.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I did talk about that, about drunk bidding. I got that in. I just sold it. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything new either. Wow. Okay.
Is this our
Apparently
longest
July
streak where
is a
none
slow
of us
month
bought
for
anything?
us.
I mean, the fact that we took 2 weeks off and
I
nothing.
mean, I did just spend a few $100,000 on a house, so
True.
That's the bank's money, not yours.
Yeah. That's future Chris's
Technicalities.
problem.
yeah, future Christmas.
For the next 30 years. Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, I've been I mean, I think it's a big thing is his NAM's coming up. So I've been trying to not buy. I did buy a Line 6 MM4 for like $74, but I can't pick it up till the end of the month. So
You guys get a lot more of that. Like I don't see those like not available till at the Guitar Center by me.
Tennessee,
I think
it's Tennessee law
Oh.
is that anything that's pawned
Mhm.
or anything like that, it has to be held for 30 days to allow for them to run it, make sure that it's not stolen.
Yeah.
And they have to provide all that information to the police as well.
Like so that they have to register every single thing that gets pawned?
Mhm.
Wow, they must just lowball everyone then. Because of all the work they gotta go through to actually sell that.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably.
that's a big thing for pawn shops. I mean, they have to have it logged and everything. I don't know if they actually have to check it with the police department, but they do have to hold it for 30 days to allow for like the police to like check to see, stuff like that. I'm not really sure the back end of it, but yeah, 30 days or so they have to hold it. So, which sucks. I want that MM4. I've wanted an MM4 for ever and I never had one, but I figured like I walked in at like $74, so like I can't pass that up.
Yeah. That's not bad.
I mean that's
It's on,
it's pretty much what you like about the Helix. Like all the like those effects really haven't really improved that much since that era. Like the delays in the DL4 still sound fantastic compared to like what's in the Helix. Like those algorithms
Yep.
are still there.
yeah, it's the same. I mean, same algorithms. A lot of the Helix stuff
That's
even says it's the original.
yeah, I think they call it
sounds.
Legacy now.
Legacy,
like every time I go into my stomp and like try something new, it's like I'm always going back to the same like what is it, just mod digital delay.
And what's that reverb? The
Octo, I think, is the one that everybody was using.
no, there's a different one. I can't remember, but I mean, it was a Legacy reverb. I mean, I don't know. I've always wanted the MM4 because Chris Shefflett from Foo Fighters uses one quite a bit.
I mean, if you're not interested in going into a MIDI rig, the 4 Series from Line 6 is like seriously great stuff to build your rig around still.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, to get their amp modeler.
I don't know if I'm going to add it to my rig, but I like having it to play with. Yeah. Anywho, all right. Let's move on. So we've got a lot of gear news because we took a few weeks off. So we are going to be doing
And NAM is literally starting
Yeah.
the day after this airs. So
Right.
we're in the middle of the press releases for all the people that aren't coming. So
The lightning
because
rounds.
we have 20 something things,
yes.
Let's hit
everyone,
it.
here are the rules, guys. I'm setting a
Okay.
2-minute
Okay.
timer before we start
Okay.
everything.
Right.
Everyone gets 1 extend, and
Okay.
and they get to call skip at any point.
Ooh. I like. What if I'm just gonna wait till the end? I don't care what the last thing is. I'm just like, skip, we're done, bye.
You're gonna skip this week in Harley Benton?
Harley Benton. I can't
You
pass
can't
that.
do that.
up.
You can't do that.
Can't do that. All right.
All right. So when you hear, and I'm just going to randomly keep moving my iPhone alarms around, so you never know what you're going to hear either.
Okay.
Get excited.
Oh. I'm already excited.
We are.
Diaz, can you turn off your camera or put your pants back on, please? Thank you.
One or the other, dude.
I'm not going to ask you to
Doesn't
do
have to be
both.
both.
That's way too much. Just one
Yeah,
or
we're
the
pushing
other.
it.
That's a big ass.
One. All right. Never mind. It's not the only thing that's big. All right, sorry. I have the zoom turned on. I'm just kidding. Speaking of big, all right. Ready to set the timer?
Started.
Way Huge launches its own ODR1 inspired super terrific overdrive, STO for short.
Cool.
Okay. I mean, yeah, cool. How is it if it's $150 or less?
It's $150 on the dot. Top mounted jacks, 9
Okay.
volt. It's an ODR1. And it doesn't look like a tube screamer this time.
But wait,
so.
Yeah. I mean, the color scheme
Way
is
Huge
cool, but
makes great pedals though.
They do.
I don't like the color scheme, not one bit. I don't like the racing car.
It's supposed to look like the
That's
STP logo, right?
yeah, so that's where my mind goes with this.
Oh, I thought Stone Temple Pilots. I was like, oh no. I get you. The STP, isn't that the fuel company?
The oil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Petrol.
For y'all
Okay.
across the pond. Cool. I guess.
All right, do we want to go ahead and just move on to the next thing?
Yeah,
can.
move
How
on.
much time do we have? All right, let's move on
We
to
have
the
50
next thing.
seconds.
Yeah,
and-
do we bank time?
Can we bank it? No. Yes, let's bank it.
Okay, Diaz, you get 2 extends now. Chris, want to talk to us about the Discovery analog delay?
Get it pulled up. Wow, my images aren't loaded. I mostly like how this one looks. So, it's it's Bucket Brigade based. So, I don't know. I was listening to it. It's nothing special. To be perfectly honest with you.
I disagree. There's some special things here.
Yeah, no. All right, you tell us what's so damn
tell us
special
what's
about this.
special because
First off,
hold on.
I watched the video. I'm like, okay, cool.
All right, no. The thing that makes it unspecial is the price tag.
Ooh, how much is it?
Oh yeah, I didn't get that.
Oh, you don't know how much it is?
Holy!
Yep, there you go. Unspecial.
How do you feel now?
I mean, how much is a tonal recall red knob?
Your apples and oranges there.
They're Bucket Brigade delays. MIDI controllable Bucket Brigade delays.
Yeah, but does this one have an analog heart?
Yes.
Yeah, it's all about the heart.
It's a Bucket Brigade delay.
500.
So it's $550. So that
Ew.
might be a deal breaker. No ramping necessarily. It doesn't have the dip switches, so you got that running against it. But MIDI controllable presets. I like how it has a BPM or time display on it.
That to me falls into the looks category. So
Yeah, it is not
any-
necessary, especially for the analog delay.
Any
Sorry.
pedal having a BPM on it, I think, is a great resource.
Mm,
I will stand by that. And also, here's the one part I want to say. It has a delay up to 2 seconds off an analog delay. That's longer than anything out there. Now, is any of us ever going to use a delay that long?
yeah, no one's going to use. I mean, you could have a 5-minute freaking delay. Who cares? No one's going to use it.
Yeah,
somebody
I mean, everyone always complains about 600 milliseconds, which is usually where like one kind of like a lot of analog delays kind of top out. But like this is, oh,
did we hit the time?
we hit the time.
Was it that was 2 minutes just on this?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, geez, that
Wow.
was way too fast. All right, moving on. Scott, you want to do this one?
Yep. Crazy Tube Circuits is working around the clock to bring us the TIME delay pedal.
Yeah, I hate that title. I get they're trying to be cheeky.
It looks like one of those
no.
flip down clock things.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
This one
I was
doesn't
talking
look
about the
as-
title of the article.
Yeah.
I
come
actually
on,
liked how this one sounded. Like it.
I like the look of this one. Like I don't like the. It's kind of classy looking.
It is classy. I don't know. Maybe I like tape-ish sounding stuff, but it kind of reminded me of my old like M series stuff, where it would kind of break up a little bit on the delays. So
Self oscillation, which is always fun with these kind of delays. A tap tempo built in. range from 130 milliseconds to 720. That's pretty usable. It has a divisions of, what is it, quarter, eighth, and triplet?
I think so, yes. And then half the price of the other one we were just talking about.
More than half the price.
Yeah.
Probably around the $200.
224 and some change.
So
but honestly, I like the sound of this one. It was good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowded marketplace at that price point and this feature set, but good on them. It is a decent looking pedal. I just don't like the TIME name and logo. Yeah. I think it could have looked, I don't know. I don't have anything better. I just think it looks cool.
It's just meant to you.
Yep.
That's fair. Okay.
All right. With that, we are hitting our time right now. I don't know why it just shut off, but it did. All right. Moving on. Diaz.
Okay. All right. So, Cattle and Bread. Oh, no. Turns a shade of deep purple with 2-pedal box set for exploring Richie Blackmore's tone. You need 2 boxes to do Explorer's Tone? Are we doing like...
Yeah, treble booster and a reel-to-reel preamp.
Maybe you want to put it in different spots in your chain.
Maybe you want to sell multiple products.
Is his tone that fantastic, though?
No.
I mean, didn't you buy a Richie Blackmore guitar?
No, I bought a Richie Kotzen guitar.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Same thing.
Blackmore is deep purple. I think he in Rainbow. Yeah, he started in Rainbow. He was in Rainbow too, and then he became a like Celtic person or like old like medieval times person. I don't know.
Blackmore's Night, a British American traditional folk band.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Renaissance folk rock.
I don't see. You guys don't get the video feed of this, but the life just left all 3 of our eyes simultaneously with that phrase.
But overall, I was not super impressed with it. I'm also not super impressed with this tone because like nothing like stands out to me. Like all I think of is like the kid in Guitar Center playing "Smoke on the Water." And
I mean, I'll give this much. Cattle and Bread has been really great about trying to put out boxes like dirt boxes, stuff like that bring you to the tone of like Guitar Legends.
Yeah,
like they did the Galileo, which is a Queen thing. They've done Black Sabbath. They've done other ones as well.
Yeah, but $300 for the box set.
Yeah.
Sorry. Introductory price. Yeah. So this could go up.
So for the first month, they're selling them as a box set together.
$350. That's what it'll go up to.
Yeah. And they'll be sold individually.
I'm sure somebody out there wants this.
I think it's going to fall under the Cattle and Bread thing where they just fizzle away. Not the brand, but like just.
Well, the brand almost fizzled away.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, they're still going.
Yeah.
So neat. Jay Leonard J did a full video on it if you want to check it out.
All right.
Moving on.
I feel like 2 minutes was too long on some of these.
Yeah, that felt like a long 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
Okay. Anyway, so Chris, go to the next one.
Fender launches 2 new guitar pedals for 2021. They've released dual versions of their Marine Layer reverb and
which is a fantastic reverb.
I don't even fucking know how to pronounce this. Pulgist distortion.
Pugilist, I believe, is the
yeah. The reverb makes sense to me.
Oh yeah.
Like I believe their reverb and delays, they sound pretty good to me.
They're fantastic.
Like, wanted to purposely go buy one, but when I've tried them, I've been like, this is a contender, but
it's a size issue.
Like, what I want. Yeah, there's size issues, but this kind of puts it in kind of a standard form factor for like your average. Well, go back 5 years and maybe your average dual delay, but now most or dual reverb, but most are in single pedal forms now.
I mean, this will set you up for when you go to the big box. You've already got the board carved out.
Yeah.
At $230, pretty reasonable for a dual reverb pedal too.
Mm-hmm. And they've got, if I remember right, the reverb types are actually generate massive atmospheric creation. So yeah, they've got like some of your stuff that's not in standard, like your what's the Boss RV5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
it doesn't have some of those.
So this
the
was
RV5 doesn't have.
This was in that group of pedals I bought off Diaz a while back. That this is one of the ones that like broke mid shipping and I had to repair. And I remember I only got like, I was so burnt out with that group of pedals by the time I had this one fixed and like plugged in. I gave it like 5 minutes and then put it away.
Yeah. I swear they had to have been playing like hacky sack with that box or something.
Probably.
Maybe. Switches are vulnerable.
Next.
Well, then moving on. Pugilist, how much was 2-in-1? Seems good. Cool pedal tool. TC Electronic refreshes the June 60 chorus pedal with a version 2. This adds better synth support and a wider stereo field. Still true bypass, still has the wood look on the sides. I don't know if that's real wood. I don't really care.
Probably is not.
The Juno sound is so in right now, so this is actually a great chorus for keyboard players.
Yeah.
TRS stereo output, which is pretty cool as well for a stereo chorus. I don't see the price tag on it. I'm assuming it's still going to be like the same price.
Which was
I don't know.
65. That's used. 59 on Sweetwater currently.
Are they liquidating the old ones? No, that's the V2. $60. Sweetwater.
So for stereo chorus, I'd say that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically, there's no real adjustments on it. It's, the Juno sound, which is what the pedal's doing. So check it out. I guess the supply lines dried up or whatever with people not trying to flip them for more on reverb there, but cool. And with that, we're ending early because I get an extra skip.
I don't even think
or
that we're
extend.
I don't know. Yeah, there we go.
Diaz, you're
Okay,
up.
so did Gibson just confirm a USA standard Adam Jones Silverburst Les Paul? According to Tom, yes.
Apparently, that was always the plan.
Tom knows. He's got his finger on the pulse.
How much do you think a Les Paul standard Adam Jones is going to cost? $500 on top of the original?
How much is the original? Wait,
like $3,000.
I'd say it's gonna be $4,000.
Yeah, it's still gonna be up there.
Because the custom shop one, and it was a Les Paul custom, so it would be $6,000?
I think so.
Isn't there an Epiphone model of this?
No.
That would have been the cash cow, is making an Epiphone model of this.
Okay.
If they would have made, but they never do. That's like if they would make an Epiphone Dave Grohl. Oh my gosh!
If they
you
just
wouldn't be able
made
to
a
keep those on the
Gibson
shelf.
Dave Grohl anymore.
If they, yes,
Yeah.
like if they just made that part of the line, but no, they hate us. Why do you hate us, Gibson?
Oh, if they do
That's
special
not
cases
authentic.
with these two, that's going to drive the price up.
Yeah, so maybe that's the big difference, is no special case and
I don't know.
But also clearly it's sold well in the special run if they're extending it. So
well,
just to show you that the demand was there.
True. I mean, yeah, but so the same with like a bunch of their guitars that they just never put out again. Dave Grohl. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. Dave Grohl.
You can buy a China
no.
one, whatever the DH Gate or whatever it is.
Yeah, I've legit like that. Honestly, I was talking with Leon from Pelican Noise Works, and like I think I almost convinced him that it was okay for me to do it because he's like anti that very much.
doesn't
All right.
okay.
All right, Chris, you're up.
The PRS Silver Sky is now available in pink. Cool.
Oh, skip.
Skip.
They brought back
I used
rosewood
it.
fingerboards for this one.
I said skip.
Fine. I almost bought one. Moving on. Fender has teamed up with Dinosaur Jr. again to make a Telecaster for
J Mascis
J. Mascis?
Telecaster, yeah.
which is a 58
Is this-
top
It's
loader
sparkly.
style with a blue sparkle finish. Where are the pickups? Are the pickups special?
I don't
Custom
think so.
wound single coils. So they're going to have their own unique thing. Custom C profile, 9.5-inch radius, maple fingerboard, 21 frets.
How much is it going to be? Is there a price?
$13.50.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Take
So,
the wheel.
comes with a gig bag.
Wait, where is this made?
That's
Mexico.
a Mexico if it's at that price point.
If it's 1300 it's Mexico.
Again, I like that Fender keeps
That's
making
high.
like signatures out of Mexico.
I don't like the price point on them, but yes, I think
Yeah, I
it's
don't
good.
like the price.
I mean, it's accessible.
A standard Strat now is like $1,600 for American.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
It's just crazy because I still remember them being $700.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I always think too.
Well, back when my day, when I used to read Guitar Center catalogs on the John all the time, that's how much they were.
Not me. Different John.
Oh,
No. That's how we derail.
skip.
Like we're skip it all.
We're going home. We're done. I don't know. I think that's a good deal.
John, back to you, and remind me who Richard Fortes is.
Isn't he the guy from isn't he in Guns N' Roses now?
Oh yeah,
So that's not Buckethead.
Right. So it used to be it was what's his name? DJ Asba or whatever. I think he was filling in for the Slash spot.
sorry. All I
Yeah.
heard in my head was like an air horn going blah 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 blah. DJ Asba.
That's exactly where my mind went to. Jeez. DJ, yeah, Ashba. Oh my god, what the fuck? Yeah, this is Richard Fortes, right? So 2002 is when he joined.
Yeah. He pretty much took over the
So is he
what's his
responsible
name?
for Chinese democracy then?
Chinese Democracy, I think, was already written by 2002, if I remember correctly.
All right.
I think 2002 is whenever it started to be. I believe that
Has
Richard
GNR
Fortes got
done an album since then?
no.
I'm on their Wikipedia page. Let me know.
I don't think so. But yeah, Richard Fortes stepped into. Oh, why can't I remember his name? I can see his face.
Who did he step in for?
Yeah. So who's the other guitar player? Not Slash.
Oh.
Gilby Clark took over for that hidden as well.
Didn't
He's-
Paul Tobias was before Richard.
No, I'm talking about for the major lineup.
Did Phil X ever play in Guns N' Roses?
No, that was
Bon Jovi.
Okay.
He filled in.
I
Yeah,
thought he
I
filled
don't-
in more than just Bon Jovi, but
He's filled in everywhere.
yeah.
But let's see.
Guns N' Roses band members.
We've yet to
Why
describe
can't
the
I-
guitar, but really it's a Gretsch
Gretsch.
with less knobs.
It's a
Is it their Falcon shape? Is it their Falcon shape? It's a double cut
Yes.
Falcon.
shoot, what's his name? How can I not remember?
Yeah, this is technically a Falcon. And it comes in a V-stop and a Bigsby version. It has a no-load tone circuit on it.
There's Gilby Clark. Who was before Gilby Clark though?
Custom on
Clark
Filtertrons
isn't
that
even coming up for me.
sit somewhere in between a Filtertron and a PAF. Don't worry, guys. I got this for you.
Interesting.
No,
Thanks.
no, hold. I'm really mad right now because they don't have his. They don't even have him listed on here. Izzy Stradlin. That's it. Damn it.
And it comes
Oh.
in at $3,600 for the V-stop version. Or no, that's the Bigsby. The V-stop is $3,400.
I don't know about that.
It's a Falcon, double cut Falcon with less knobs,
Yeah, I mean,
different pickups.
meh. I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I don't like the look of it.
Okay, the timer went off. I just
Okay.
didn't ring.
Okay, all right. Anyways, all right. So, who's next?
Chris, you're up.
Sure. The Corey Wong signature Fender Strat, which is based off of a Highway 1, which was a mid 2000s.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
the cheap American one?
Yes, it was
I think so.
It was the cheapest American you could buy.
Yeah.
So
I mean, those were like $700.
and these are now just shy of 2000.
Well, this is a Corey Wong signature.
Okay.
gonna
And
So it's American made.
American made.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything super special. It's got a modern D neck instead of a C profile, which is cool, I guess.
Yeah.
It's got his
what
new
about his
Seymour Duncan
pickups?
signature pickups.
Okay. Yeah. That's
look
cool.
at him.
It's got a compound radius.
Is that a
rolled edges.
6-point trim?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, and the one thing that's actually really cool on this is it has a push-pull pot on tone 2
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I
that
just saw that.
bypasses the 5-way and just leaves you in position 4.
Oh, okay. That's
Ooh,
cool.
that
I
is
want that. Like on my strats.
standard.
That should
Okay.
come standard.
Yeah, I could see a lot of
Honestly, I was gonna make the joke that it didn't have any. It didn't have a 5 switch. It just stayed on the 4. But damn it, I should have made that joke because that would have been great.
That's what the Edge model should have been, is just a push-pull that would take you from 2 to 4.
honestly,
John Mayer.
Gun Street should just start selling that as a kit, like a pre-made kit that just has
You
a
know what?
wiring harness for that.
If they're listening, I will buy that and put it in.
I
my
can think
Strat.
of some Silver Sky owners that might do that too.
I would do that. I've thought about just doing the toothpick and the 5-way switch to leave it on the 4.
Well, the toothpicks are to make the 3-way thing go into that position.
can.
But
No, but I'd put it in there so it wouldn't move out of that position. All right.
Oh,
I
there
feel like
we
we
go.
covered that one well. That
I think
2
so.
minutes was just right.
Yeah, we found the impressive feature and then we went with it.
So speaking of signature fenders, Kurt Cobain's Jagstang is coming back. Everyone get
Mexican,
excited.
Woo.
So what? It's what, 1300 Mexican.
Survey says-
1250.
So
Okay.
yes.
I remember these being like $600.
I remember
Is this
whenever,
the-
like, at one point, like when these came out, I don't think people were as into it.
Well,
I
he
think
just
now-
died. Like this didn't come
Yeah.
out. Like this was in prototyping before he died.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Who is it? Who on 60 Cycle Hum had the Jagstang? Is that Ryan?
That seems like a Ryan guitar.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those weird things. It's kind of like the Randy Rhoads, where it's like, yeah, it's a signature that was like, but he like didn't really like. He wasn't known for playing it.
No, I
Yeah,
mean they were in
whenever I-
development of it. Like it's the same thing with
Right.
like it's actually funny is
The
I'd rather
Dimebag?
have Courtney Love's signature guitar just because it's just so unique.
I would not want anything Courtney Love ever.
I don't.
I
The
just
Venus
put
is an
really
interesting
bad
guitar,
joke.
Okay,
but I just don't want anything to do with her. But
I know that's right.
I don't like the look of this guitar.
Is
I
it
don't
weird
want to
to
I
make
don't
it
like
go
the.
load
I
out.
don't like the trim. I don't like the trim.
I don't want this trim. I don't like the
Is the
headstock
body
with
kind
it.
of weird? The
Yeah.
body's just too weird.
I definitely don't like the red one. Blue one, maybe.
Angled humbucker and then a slanted single coil in the neck.
I could be okay with that.
Yeah, when you're trying to get that amazing Kurt Cobain tone that everyone longs after.
I mean, he actually did have a pretty sweet sound in that band's context, but
that timer going off?
we're out of time. We can't discuss that any further.
Thank
Oh.
heavens. Is it my turn?
Yep.
All right. Charvel introduces new signature models for Guthrie Govan and Rick Graham. It's
Okay.
different color schemes. Yep. Can I use my last skip or extend? I'm gonna skip.
No, you
Oh.
wanted to extend that?
No, I want to skip that. Chris, talk about the next thing.
Okay, I'm actually was pretty excited about this. Squire officially.
Oh man, that would have been a
launches, as
great
this
time to
got
use my
leaked.
skip. Chris is like, I'm really excited about Uno this bitch. Skip.
So these are Affinity Series, Jazz Masters, Tele Deluxes, and Strats, and they come in. What's the unique finish for this line? The pink. What do they call it? Shoot.
I haven't seen pink yet. I'm still scrolling down.
It's on the Jazz Masters, the one they showcase it
Burgundy
on.
Mist.
Ooh, yeah,
Yes.
that's a burgundy mist. That's beautiful.
Somebody somewhere posted a Tele Deluxe, like screenshot of a Tele Deluxe with that finish, and I immediately fell in love, and I've been waiting for these to come out.
The Jazz Bass also comes in that finish.
Yeah, I think most of them do. So I'm actually really, really tempted to get the Telecaster Deluxe from this line in that color.
And they just,
everything else is kind of meh.
The Tele Deluxe, they just throw a straight up humbucker in there. They don't even pretend like it's a wide range.
Yeah, I was going to throw some P90s in this.
I mean,
and call it a day.
Replacing the pickup in it's going to be easier because it's a normal size pickup, right?
Yeah. So yeah, the pick guard you could throw in a standard humbucker instead of having to get a whole new pick guard made. So
I've never been mad that you've been on a website and the ad on the right actually got your attention.
No, it means it's working.
Yeah, no, they've got a forever spin top. $563 fucking dollars.
You should buy it on air right now.
Oh my god. Sorry to distract.
Can we also just talk for a minute there about the Jaguar Bass H? I'm kind of digging that. That's your Fender Stingray, sort of.
Oh yeah.
Slightly short,
didn't
32
they have like
scale.
Isn't this what their contemporary, like the Squier contemporary basses? They had like that humbucker thing going on.
I mean, usually I'm calling extend on this one. I'm playing it.
Go for it.
Because I think this is the one that actually we're talking about because there's a ton in here.
Yeah.
We need to put like a sound effect in, which I won't because I don't like editing this podcast.
Damn.
I usually like, so on the Dimension bass, they used
as long as he didn't go, I don't like being on this podcast. I think we're okay.
That's what I'm thinking of, the Dimension basses.
Yeah, we'll talk. No, I'm just kidding.
Nope. Is this why we're going to Nashville? Are you gonna break up with me there? Like you've got people staying at the house, so I won't make a scene.
Oh, and I'm missing this.
Chrissy's on to us.
I show up. Chris is there.
That's why I'm not being there. Yeah, if I'm there, there's a problem.
John just ran backwards and just ran away. He did not.
It was so awkward. He moonwalked out of the room. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, going to the Jaguar Bass H is kind of like a rehashing of the Dimension bass. Do you remember that thing?
I do.
So
I think
it's
actually I was tempted to get one.
Yeah, it's a top loader too. It's not a string through. I'm curious about this thing. I think it's a interesting bass proposition. I like offset basses. I just do.
Yeah, there's not a offset bass in this price range, right? From Squier.
Yeah, $250. I mean, this whole range is less than 300, right? It goes up to like the Strat with the fake
280 is the top.
With the fake grain is going to be the most expensive one, right? Everything else is about 250 to 270.
Yeah.
So it's also, I mean, this is another fun one of like guitar prices have definitely gone up because back in the day, Affinity Strats were like $120 all day. But at the same time, I think you can buy them used for now. Yeah, I think the quality of them has gone up. So we'll see. We'll see. And with that, let's keep moving.
Whose turn is it?
That was Chris, right? On the Squares.
Yep, so it should be you.
Yeah. Robin Ford has been showing off an upcoming PRS signature model with an oversized headstock. It's a wraparound. Yeah. It's a custom with a wraparound and a bigger headstock.
Cool.
Any questions?
No.
All right. Probably has special pickups. And it's Robin Ford, so it's going to sound stinking amazing when he plays it, and we'll all be disappointed once we get our hands on the gear.
That's true. All right, so this next one's me. Hold on.
I just reclaimed my extend by wrapping that one up early.
Oh my gosh. You're not even going to use them.
I just called extend.
All right, Manson Guitar Works announced this new KR1 Matt Bellamy signature model. Matt Bellamy, of course, it's a Telecaster style. Oh,
It's
It has
got
a weird like Gibson kind of.
it's got 2-matic on it.
Yeah, this is kind of getting. This is like a Telly and a Les Paul had a baby.
Like a troublemaker.
Yeah, except for it looks like a troublemaker on the set of Alien,
I can see that.
or maybe Star Wars. This one's the dark side. Dun, 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 dun.
So, goofy question: Does Manson make anything that's not a Matt Bellamy anymore? Now that he is like an owner?
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm pretty sure it's just him to funnel out guitars.
Yeah. They always so it's got a Sustainiac in the neck
Yeah,
because he loves that.
unless you know what? If I'm getting a Matt Bellamy signature, it's gonna have a Chaos pad.
Do they
This is
actually
the
make one
Muse
with
guy,
a?
right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they've got a I don't know if they actually are have a production one, but
Oh, can I call side tangent on a topic we've had in our group, but we never had talked about on air?
sure.
Why is Muse not more popular in the guitar community?
Because they went poppier, and Muse is a victim of the same thing that happened to like MCR, Fallout Boy, any band that went into the pop realm, and knowing girls caught
Yeah.
onto the band.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
And I don't mean that like women can't listen to the band, but it's whenever the band like we're all the guitar nerds, we're like, oh yeah, this is something for us, like this is our cool thing. It would be like if Rush was like really popular and all the hot chicks went to Rush.
It goes
the-
mainstream, basically.
All the nerdy guys have to run away because we don't talk to women.
I just figured it's Matt Bellamy singing.
Ooh, no.
Ooh.
I'm calling extend.
well,
I'm playing another extend. We're going deep into this.
All right, let's go deep into this. Because you know the thing is too, you got to understand is they go so much into the Rush, Genesis. What are they called?
Prog.
Yeah.
Yes.
They go into that prog rock and also even into the like the old school Genesis stuff where it's like knights and all this stuff, and it starts getting like into the medieval like folklore and stuff like that when they get into their progressive stuff. I mean, like Knights of Sidonia is a prime example. That song the fact that became a hit was pretty impressive in my opinion.
I think Rock Band kind of made that song a hit.
Right, and that was the thing was everyone loved it because of Rock Band.
And
but yeah,
all guitar players hated Rock Band, or a lot of guitar players hated Rock Band.
You know, I at first was like, oh, I can play it on the real guitar, and then I started playing Rock Band. I was like, yeah, it's like, I mean, it's fun. You know, that would be like if like a NASCAR driver was like, yeah, I'm not driving to McDonald's. I do this for a living or something. You know what I mean? Like that's you do things because they're fun, and Rock Band was a fun game.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
I
with
was
Muse.
super into Muse during like
Rock Band brought
high
Muse
school.
down. Rock Band brought Muse down, in my opinion.
And I kind of got out of them around the time, whatever, Black Holes and Revelations or whatever that.
The
album.
last song, the last single that of theirs that came out that I absolutely loved was Madness.
Oh, Madness is a masterpiece.
It is by far like anytime I play a fuzz, I test it out with the Madness solo.
That solo is just perfection on top of a song because it's just such a departure, but it's just tight and fits. Like, anyway, I'm a Matt Bellamy fan. I have like tons of respect for him.
Oh yeah, he's phenomenal. That whole band.
Don't love his falsetto stuff all the time. Like it just gets it. I get worn down by it.
Okay, so I feel the same way with Miles Kennedy. Phenomenal voice, amazing singer. I can only tolerate him for a song and a half, if that.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite songs of all time is Blackbird by Alter Bridge. Beautiful. I mean,
he barely sings on that song. That's all guitar solo.
And that's why I can handle it. Dueling guitar solos, all this crazy fun stuff going on. And I mean, the lyrics and everything that is their masterpiece, in my opinion. Out of all of their songs, that one should be considered their masterpiece. But yeah, I can only deal with his voice for so long. I could never get into Slash's the stuff that Miles Kennedy was in, whatever it's called.
Slash's Snake Pit.
Yeah, that's it. Snake Pit.
I never could get into Slash really in general, but that's a topic for another day because we're out of time.
Okay.
I'm
the
loving this
extend is over.
mechanism. We're doing this every week.
Okay. We need more news every week. We got 4 things. We're like, all right, 8-minute episode, guys. Okay.
Yep.
Whose turn is it?
Chris is up.
Ernie Ball, Music Man, and Dark Glass Electronics team up on the Dark Gray bass. Doesn't this have a built-in preamp, if I remember correctly?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This right here, this is going to sell like fucking crazy, in my opinion.
So we had to talk about this because it came out a few weeks ago, and we were talking
Yeah,
in
I
the group, and
remember
everyone's
talking
like,
about it.
"Why would I get this when I can just get the pedal for the same price on top of a normal Ernie Ball Music Man?" Because it has the Dark Glass Omega circuit, and Alpha and Omega basically in it.
And it has a glowy knob.
Oh, well, I'm sold.
Like, who the fuck's gonna pass up on a glowy knob?
We did when there was that Moore thing,
Yeah.
like
right, so-
last time we recorded.
Yeah, but this is dark glass. I mean, here's the thing. Here's
This
the reason.
is the pedal you want if you're playing bass.
Right. I mean, honestly, if I meet someone who's like, I play bass, I'm like, oh, do you like dark glass electronics? And they're like, no, I hate them. I'm gonna be like, you do not play bass.
Well, then they play a Sans amp. I mean, that's like, you either still love the classic Sans amp or you like this. There's like nothing else.
That's fair.
People are going to disagree. Mark Schwartz is going to come on. Well, actually, I just like plugging straight into a Fender Bassman.
I actually melt for dark glasses and sorry.
What in
sorry.
the world was that voice?
I don't know. It wasn't Mark.
Like, what do you think Mark sounds like?
It's been a minute. Is he gonna be? Are we gonna?
He
see
sounds
him?
exasperated. That's what he sounds like whenever Diaz is around.
He does that a lot.
Is that how we all sound like?
Yeah, pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate. No, we'll see him. He's gonna be around.
Awesome. I can make fun of him to his
All right.
face.
It comes in granite, stone, satin, and obsidian black, which is
Oh,
basically
it's-
two different
these are
types of
good
black.
colors.
One's satin, one's gloss.
One's like a grayish color.
Yeah.
Well, so I think they should both come in dark gray because dark gray sounds like dark gray.
Okay.
And with that, we're done.
I don't know. I don't know.
Are we?
I don't know.
Are you calling it extend?
I don't have any left.
You still have an extend left. You don't
All
have
right.
any skips left.
Oh, no extend on this.
All right.
Your turn, Scott.
I lost where we are in the list. Oh, hey, we're in acoustics. Yay.
Oh, I'm gonna extend.
Fender
I'm gonna extend.
Fender California series has acoustics players streaming in big body tones from small body instruments.
If you guys don't use your skip. Thank
Skip!
you.
Okay,
All
but this
right.
week in Harley Benton, though.
Wait, hold on. Whose turn is it?
It's mine.
No, it's not.
Do you want to do this? I'll let you
No,
have
it's
it.
not. No,
It is.
because Scott did the.
I just went. It's Diaz's turn.
Oh, you're right. I'm after
Oh, has Harley Benton just raised the bar for acoustic guitar value with the CL15 series? Probably.
not.
I don't know. How much are they? Okay, so they look like they're laminated. Or they look like they honestly look like someone went down and just like cut
Are they all mahogany?
flooring.
Uh,
They look. I don't know. They look dry.
360 price.
Solid mahogany back and sides.
Okay.
What's the top?
Laminated.
Why would you laminate the top but not the sides?
Wait, here's the thing I don't like about this. I'm just gonna.
Mahogany
It ha-
tops.
Okay,
I'll research.
so the thing I don't like about this is so Martin did the lower end guitars that were like this,
Mhm.
and they're this dark color, and I
Yeah, the
don't like the
15s.
feel of them. I don't like the feel of them.
The D15s. They're popular in their own right. They were definitely darker.
Right. They're
sounding.
not my thing. My brother has one. I'm pretty sure that's what my brother has. Not my thing.
Didn't Chris Martin play one for a while?
Possibly. I don't follow Coldplay
Probably.
enough.
But like
That's another
Coldplay
band
is
that
also not known for a good acoustic tone.
Even though that's like the big thing Chris Martin plays whenever he's not playing the piano.
I know, but like he doesn't like have like a good acoustic tone. It's just there.
Yeah. It's half the time it's like a percussive thing.
Yeah, and it like it's really thin and like electroacousticy, but like that
Yeah.
works in that band because their
Right.
guitar player is such a fat tone. Like it gives him
Yeah.
space back. So
Yeah, I mean they're what around $350, $300, something like that.
What, these?
They're €300 ish.
Yeah, that'd be like
360 US.
Yeah,
yeah.
400, and
I
then
was
you gotta
close.
add shipping on that on top of it because it's gotta come from
So
Tillman.
500.
Oh yeah.
So now we're talking 500, and now you can get like a Martin DM or whatever Martin
Right.
DMs are. The DX1 series, they were like 450 on Stupid Deal of the Day the other week. So
I mean, there's a lot of great brands that you can get in the $400 and $500 range.
Sigma.
Alvarez is a fantastic brand. Sigma is great.
Ibanez Artwoods getting
Mm-hmm.
there. The AE series, the Fenders, I think are around that price point. The beginning of the Fenders, which are actually decent now.
I mean, Tillman's great for. I mean, some of their stuff getting over to America is not worth it.
Nope.
Whenever we can just buy stuff that's
And with
readily
that, we're
available
at
here.
time.
All right. So, Chris, you're next.
PV.
Skip.
Promises.
Oh yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
Glory to God. All right, Scott.
I'm excited about this.
Oh,
Rhodes,
do I have a skip left?
there's a
I
new
don't have a skip.
there's a new post stating that Rhodes is restarting, maintaining its heritage and coming out with new products.
Is this a Fender
I
company?
want
I don't think it's a Fender company anymore. That's the thing I'm
That's a
trying to
good
figure
question.
out. They used to be.
Whoa! Hold.
Based in the
no,
UK, newly formed
no,
Rhodes
no,
Music Group is chaired by
no.
Loopmaster's boss Matt Perling.
Nope. Isn't Loopmaster the one that's like always 17 fucking years behind on loops?
No idea.
Chris, didn't you go through that?
No.
Who was
don't
it?
think
Someone
so.
ordered a Loopmaster pedal. Oh, don't know. Maybe that's why Loopmaster is like falling off the face of the earth. Maybe he went to do this.
Loopmaster doesn't make pedals, do they?
There was a loop something brand that did make looper like
Loopers.
the.
Are you thinking of loophole
true
pedals?
bypass loopers?
Am I thinking of what?
No. Hang on.
Who are you thinking of? Anyway,
Loopmaster.
Fender
Yeah,
Rhodes
it
is
Loop
one.
Dash Master.
Oh, Loop Dash Master. Who is this one's?
Unable to
Loopmaster with no spaces.
Okay, yeah, but what do they do? Who is this?
It's an exchange for loops, basically a digital exchange. So I don't
Okay.
know what's coming. I mean, everyone already has an emulator of this thing. I mean, Waves
Yeah.
has it. Everyone
But if
does.
I could buy one, especially and if it's not what was
They'll
the
be like
going
2,500.
Roads go for it. Yeah, if it's not 2,500,
It will
I
be.
will be all
Oh.
for the. We need a Squire brand Roads.
But at
then.
yeah, I mean, so,
Rides.
like what keeps me from buying a Rhodes is one, my inability to play piano well, but two, the whole reality that everyone I see for sale needs some form of repair.
Yep.
And like part
And if you buy
availability and stuff like
refurb.
that. Yeah.
Ugh.
Which is like, this is cool because like Avatone has crap amount of time.
Extend.
Oh, nice.
I'm excited about
Yes.
this.
You know how like Avatone is starting to like make parts for the Yamaha speakers, those classic Yamaha speakers.
I think so.
Just
Yamaha.
something like this, where like, hey, they just keep making them, so now there's parts to fix the old ones. Plus, they might make new ones. That could be really cool. If they're just making a digital one in the case of a Rhodes, I'm going to be like at like $2,000 or $3,000. I'm going to skip that. I'm just going to go buy a
Yeah,
Nord.
Probably what they're doing. I would assume that's what they're doing.
At which
I
point,
would
buy a
take
Nord.
analog with MIDI like capability. Like, give me that. That way, it's like what are the red keyboards that everybody buys?
Nords.
Nords. If it's like a Nord where it has like a really good like built-in sound, like
Yeah.
I honestly, here's the thing though. I feel what's going to make or break this. I want to know how the keys feel.
That's again another reason why the Nords are so good.
Right, is
Even like
because-
all those people like run like Nords into Omnisphere. So it's just a
Right.
glorified MIDI controller. It's a $3,000,
Yeah, and they just
$4,000
have
MIDI
it-
controller.
then they just have the actual keyboard as a backup.
And it's that feel
gear goes
though.
down.
I wonder.
Oh,
do you
actually,
think-
going back to that band I played in last Wednesday, 2 Nords. And both those guys knew how to use them straight through, straight gospel dudes. And we just all found space. It was so much fun. And like we had no rehearsal. We were just like looking at each other across the stage and just kind of doing it.
Scott, put your pants back on, dude.
Okay, should we just mention
Oh, you
that,
can see that from
the
here?
last Rhodes post
Yeah.
was in 2016?
I mean,
So
they've
what
been
have
owned
they
by
been up
Fender
to?
for a while and just kind of dead. There
Yeah.
hasn't been
yeah?
anything there. So
No. All right. Is the extend over? We didn't set a time for extend, did we?
We don't set times for extends, but I'm willing to. I'm willing to release.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, whose turn is it?
You.
Oh, the new PRS HX guitar amps are based on Jimi Hendrix Woodstock head. Didn't we talk about this before?
In our group. It's been so long.
Yeah. So I don't.
It's a Marshall, I guess.
I wish they would make a bigger nod towards the Marshall look. I mean, maybe the picture just.
I mean,
It's black Tolex already.
there's limits.
So
Yeah. I wish maybe the PRS logo was a little bit more gold. The knobs gold or something.
that's probably where the limit is.
Gold knobs.
Is it just me?
Probably.
As soon as Paul Reed Smith stopped doing the flamed maple on their amp heads, I actually started liking the looks of them.
Yeah.
They did flame maple on their heads?
Yeah, way back when.
Yeah.
I remember.
Like.
Oh, I remember the one time they looked like Santana designed them. Had like the red and green
exactly.
and everything.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That was maple?
Yeah, it's flame maple. The wood grain?
Oh, I thought it was just a cloth.
No, that was actually wood.
Oh yeah, no, that was ugly. I don't know. I liked the Tremonti head.
Yeah.
That's PRS, wasn't it?
Yeah, that is, and that's an affordable head. It's like
Was like 800, 900?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty
It's
affordable.
low end.
This one's not 2,900.
Well, it
So
says Jimi
right
Hendrix on
on
it,
par.
so of course we gotta.
Yeah. It's on par with the Marshall, like lower
Well,
end Marshall or
I'll say-
mid-tier
And it
Marshall.
adds features. Doesn't this add an effects loop, which the Marshall doesn't have,
And it has a master volume, if I remember right.
and has some mods
From the video.
that was made to recreation in safe ways of the mods that were done to Hendrix's.
Right, because they actually got the amps.
I think so.
Yeah, so it says that PRS amp designer Doug Sewell and Paul Reed Smith were able to study the amp in 2018 with permission from Paul Allen, the museum, all these people, and then
That's
Janie. All right, whose turn is it?
It's been the same order this entire time.
I keep forgetting who said the last title. Was it me?
That was you.
So
Okay.
yeah, that was you. So the more affordable EVH 5150 amps
I'm out of
are
skips.
coming out. I'm actually
just-
kind of excited. I like the 5150 tone, but not in the Van Halen way.
No. I hate the
guys-
logo. Why do they have to do the block logos? It's so ugly.
Oh my word! It looks
Because-
like a child just had a label maker.
It's so bad.
it does.
The good thing is, here's
This
here's
is just
the
as
thing,
bad as
though.
Orange's 420 amps. Those look terrible
Oh my
too, with that
gosh.
just 420 in the middle of it.
This is why they are $800
Okay.
then, I guess.
No, they're
These are
very
only
cheap.
$800.
Yes, they're very
Yeah,
affordable.
That's not bad.
But
That's
here's
the combo even.
Okay. I'll
That's
tell
not
you
bad.
this much. I like the 5150 on the white stack, and that's it. And that's because
I don't
that
like it
one
on
looks-
the head.
I like it on the head.
If it was just on the stack, I'd be down for it.
The thing is, historically, that is the way that the actual 5150 was written on this guitar.
Yeah.
Yes, this is true.
Wow, the
So-
cab is only $500. It must be cheap speakers.
Yes. It's probably cheap speakers. It's probably particle board.
Mhm.
Something
And
cheap.
actually, yeah, at that amp price, is a solid state rectifier? How do they get it so cheap? Or not rectifier, power amp.
Power
It
amp.
might be solid state power, I'd assume.
40 watt
More
and 80
info.
watt.
We're trying to find that.
It seems the price seems too low for what I'm expecting from it.
Too good to be
Not
true.
on their website.
Hey, it's gotta have.
ABBA's got XLR out. That's
yes.
fun.
Everything should have XLR out now.
Yep. You can reduce wattage, effects loop. Huh.
Oh, something got knocked off this list. Hang on, I'm adding it in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I really wish this said, because now I'm genuinely curious.
All right. What is it time? Is it time up?
Time up.
All right.
I'm sneaking in one here because I'm playing an Audible. It just came out and just got announced today while we're in Amp World. Fender. Oof, that link. Oof.
The fuck?
Sweetwater links.
What the fuck just happened? When the fuck did we get ice cream?
I'll fix it in post, but this is something I would have been giggling about a few months ago, but I'm not anymore. Fender has released the Super Reverb to the Tone Master series. It has a 4x10 200 watt combo amp.
Oh my gosh. It's even got the metal legs.
It's got the metal tilt back legs and everything,
You
but
have
it weighs
to have those.
half as much.
It doesn't sound the same.
It weighs half as much, but you still need those metal tilt back legs.
Yep. It had 4 Jensen PR10R Alnico speakers, which is the correct for the blackface tone. XLR outs with IRs of SM57 and our Royer R121 amps or mics.
We need a bassman in this series.
I mean, yeah.
This is the same series as the like twin reverbs and stuff that are.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I'm thinking of the same stuff.
They sound great and they weigh half as much.
Yeah.
And they give you the feature to plug in, like just do an XLR plug-in off of it too. So it's
right.
That's good. They just I don't know. They just don't seem to have caught on yet, even though I think that's like the Deluxe Reverb Tone Master series is what the new backline amp should be. Because it's going to be more it should be more reliable than a Deluxe Reverb. Sound the same.
All right.
Anyway.
Yeah, I can see that.
I forgot to set a timer because I was too busy with the link. So
all right, well that's time.
Let's call it time there.
Okay, all right. Here's my. I'm gonna say this really fast. I want someone to yell skip. Match your capo to your guitar finish with Fender and Kaiser's new partnership. So they're offering Surf Blue, Butterscotch, Blonde, Olympic White. Gosh, damn it! I'm not talking about it. All right, it's Daphne Blue, Olympic White, Butterscotch, Blonde, Surf Green colored Kaiser capos.
I'm actually kind of down with the.
I'm not because a Kaiser capo on a
electric.
You watch your dirty whorish mouth. Yes.
G7 baby, G7.
All right. That's just because they gave you one for free.
I've bought like plenty of them too.
Don't they have like a $60 version of the
yes.
G7?
Yeah.
I don't know. One, you know, I'm not a very pro capo guy in general, but I've used Kaisers since high school, so I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not coming
I still keep the G7 that we all got with me. I don't know the last time I've touched a Kaiser capo. I think I found one in a case when I
haven't touched a Kaiser capo since I got a G7. I got a G7, never touched a Kaiser. But actually before G7, I had D'Addario. Their NS series. I liked those capos better.
It's been seriously like 4 years since I've played with a capo.
Oh, aren't you cool?
I am. I know how natural numbers work and scales. So, and I play electric guitar, not acoustic guitar very often, so I don't really ever need to.
I know how Nashville number systems work. I played a Pentecostal church that changed keys on the fly. I don't need a capo, but I like a capo for different voicings.
Is this going to be this week's topic?
No, there is no fucking topic. We're definitely not having. All right, that's it, Scott. Me, you bring your favorite capo competition at the NAMM house.
I mean, I also have a Shub capo. I like that on my acoustic, but
I don't like those. Are those the ones that use the
the latching mechanism? I just wanted to celebrate. I just made Diaz go the full 2 minutes on this topic.
You're the first person. You're the first person in a long time that's made me go a full 2 minutes.
How does that feel, Scott?
See, I know more about Diaz's personal life of why that hasn't happened, so I feel just bad for him.
You don't know enough of my personal life. We'll talk later, bub. Don't worry. I stayed on for the full 8 minutes before we recorded. Yeah. All right. Elk Live promises next gen remote collaboration. I don't care whose turn it is. We're moving on. Play music together like you're in the same room. Okay.
So this has been something. This has kind of been a running topic I've been intentionally tracking for all of the pandemic. Is how do you play with people when you're not in the same room? And there's been a bunch of people rushing to be the first one to really have something to market, and so this looks to be one of the first hardwares finally hitting the market.
Because the main issue is
latency. So this claims within that 620,000 kilometer radius 10 millisecond latency, which is for the uninitiated, sound moves at about a foot a millisecond, so that would be about 30 feet, the equivalent of just being on the other side of the stage. Now, how it does that, I'm assuming, is this device itself actually plugs into your network itself.
Okay.
So it bypasses your computer for any of the audio tracking or anything like that. So it's cutting your computer out of the equation. You can do 2 channels into it, and then you can receive multi-channel audio from other people. And you can do a cross collaboration like that. Now, Chris will interject with, well, all internet devices add latency to the equation, Mr. Internet.
I was
IT.
thinking too. It's like when you were explaining latency, I'm just thinking, it's like, if you're a gamer out there, like, your latency of your TV just receiving the signal from your gaming system is longer than this.
Is it really that bad?
For reference, some can be. Like, when I was researching TVs for like gaming, like, you can have up to like 20-30 milliseconds.
Actually, when you do the math, like, most TVs are like 60 hertz.
Yep.
So that in itself is a millisecond.
Arguably, it could also be faster than you clicking the mouse to open the link to this podcast.
Click on the link. You're already here. Never mind.
Most,
you're at the end of the episode. Thanks.
Yeah, see how fast that was?
I mean, for reference, most audio cards like that are out there, like your like Motu or Universal Audio or whatever, will say near 0 latency, and it will be somewhere around like 6 milliseconds.
Yeah.
And then the newer generation, the Thunderbolt stuff's getting lower. People complain about the latency in like the Kemper and a lot of those digital modelers, which is around like 3 to 4 milliseconds, sometimes up to 5. So I think you're still going to feel it. It's just going to be okay enough just to hang with people. At 10.
Yeah, you're not going to be doing, well, I could see somebody doing some like live, like local concert with this, but still, you're not going to be doing that. You're going to be collaborating of like, hey, let's try to write something.
Yeah. So I'm guessing this is basically just a hardware VPN tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I had written down on my card.
Okay.
I didn't know if we're supposed to show our cards
without
yet. Are we supposed to show our cards? Because that's what I had. What is...
Diaz,
card
put your
away.
pants
That's
back
kinda
on
small.
or turn off your camera.
Where am I going to put my card? That's all I need to know. It is a very small card. It's cold in here. Back off.
I was in a pool.
Oh gosh.
This thing's gonna be $400 for each box, and that's at a discount.
So it's like each person has to have one, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to play with you guys that
Not to
much.
mention, if you do like a multi-channel whatever at your own house, right? Like all the hardware you need to have.
That's actually a pretty decent idea. Ooh, I could see studios kind of doing this if you're like wanting to spread out.
Yeah.
Could be an option.
Yeah.
I mean, most studios
I'm actually
just
now
do it,
curious.
like, if you do, so like the old solution used to be one studio would have like an actual fiber link to another studio.
Yeah.
Like in college, the recording studio was in one building, and they actually had fiber links to the theaters across the street at another building, so that you could do like a live mix, whatever, of the thing.
Right.
By the way, we're over 2 minutes.
Thank heavens, because I want to wrap it up.
All right.
All right. Well, that's the end of the list. We actually, it's only took us 2 hours.
Something like that.
Well, I love how you're like highlighting that. Like I'm just gonna pass. So thanks for joining us.
I need that one.
You can go to theeffectsloop.com, which will have links for our Facebook group, Instagram, YouTube, our email, and our Patreon, as they like to, the Patreon is the way they've got it spelt on here. And once again, shout out to Stringjoy for sponsoring this episode. Also, to all of our patron supporters that send us money every week, we love you. If you send us more money, you can get into the chat group, and that's where a few of us, let's spent most of our
DS,
time.
sorry, you're out of time on this segment.
Extend, motherfucker. I still got it. All right. Well, but thanks for joining us this week, guys. We had a lot of fun. For the Effects Loop, I'm Diaz.
I'm Chris.
Yeah, I've Scott.
And we will see you next week. Yeah, we'll be doing.
I would expect something midweek from us this week, or towards the end of the week.
Oh, I gotta pack that up. I gotta pack up my H6.
Yeah.
Do I have an H6 or an H8 or what is H6? Is that it?
It's more closer to 1.5.
It's
At least from this angle.
All right, I'm getting off here. All right, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Now I know it just feels like 4.5 minutes in, didn't even know we started. Yeah, that was a good one. I'm sorry.
Sorry about your penis.
Sorry about your penis. There's the episode title. Sorry about your penis.
All right.
There are many things that this world needs, but the most important one is unity.
See how quickly this beer hits me. I haven't had lunch yet, so this should be fun.
Oh yeah, let's shotgun beers really quick.
Yeah. Empty stomach. That's a good
Is Scott texting someone or praying? I still don't know.
Probably both.
I'm trying different ringtones here to see what should work for the temper. Because like this is my normal alarm, so I'm looking for something a little more.
You should get one that's a sassy black woman. Get your ass up. We got stuff to do.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's awful Caucasian. The worst part was you swaying to it. That sounds like the ringtone that the old guy that's in line at Burger King, his phone's going off, and he can't tell it's his, but he's getting really annoyed by someone's phone going off. This episode is brought to you by Scott's ringtone. Public domain. That's my wake-up alarm. Which one was that?
That
Wind
one?
chimes.
That's Cosmic. Constellation was this one.
Yeah, that's my timer and my alarm.
I feel like someone's about to explain to me why my astrology symbol is explaining how I feel right now because of what time of year I got born.
No, I really feel like that's more Neil deGrasse Tyson's about to come and just blow my fucking mind. Welcome to the Effects Loop. We're here.
We're here. We're here. We're
Yeah.
family.
I guess you are too. Let's present. I'm gonna present to the meeting.
It's about family.
Oh, goodness.
Oh fuck that shit. Welcome to the Effects Loop. It's about family. I'll tell the Alabama joke if you bring up family.
You've already
I'm gonna
made
tell the
that
Alabama-
joke.
I don't care. I'll tell it again.
Eh,
This is the thought.
it wouldn't be any different than any of your other jokes. So did I actually make John silent on something for calling him out on you reusing jokes?
No, I just like wondering like. I was like, I mean, I was just
like,
curious,
wait,
like,
which
if
joke
I
did
fucked
I-
your cousin and didn't know about it or something, and you're mad at me for something. All right. Welcome to the Effects Loop, where this is nothing but new jokes. I'm not going to test them out beforehand. I'm just going to
Nude
rapid
jokes?
fire. New jokes.